Okay, I'm out on my brand new screened-in porch. I love it so much. I've been wanting one of these for like about 20 years since we moved in this house. But the sun keeps going in and out. And I apologize because it's like the air conditioner may kick on because all of a sudden summer decided to rear its ugly head again, and we're back in the 80s for a few days. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been 4 months since I posted my last video, and boy, it's been a doozy of 4 months. Now, if this is your first time here, my name's Nicole, and I'm on a journey to get out of this midlife rut, midlife malaise that I feel like I've been stuck in for quite some time. Now, originally I had planned on, let's change our diet, let's drink more water. I just wanted to get healthier. But I think I was going about it all the wrong way. And it felt like the universe was conspiring against me, or even my own mind was trying to sabotage me, because I felt like the more I tried to change, the more resistance I was feeling. This is not something new, but I felt like, well, I tried it. I've been trying it different ways. And it took a trip to Savannah with my mom to get me spiraling out of control. And I could not figure out what it was that triggered me from that trip. I know that I was looking forward to that trip. I was so excited about spending this quality time with my mom and boys. And I'm gonna be honest, I go on this trip and I feel like my mom did not want to be there. I felt like she did not enjoy spending time with us. And it's something that I had buried for a long time. I have felt this way about my family for a very long time. Like I didn't fit in, and that they love me. I feel like they do love me, but I don't think they like me. I felt like the odd little unicorn out of the group. And so I guess it was stuff I had buried deep down. And this trip really brought it up to the surface. And I'm going to tell you, it sent me on a spiral of emotions. And I didn't know what to do. And then not long after that, we go to take a last minute trip to Blue Ridge, and I hurt my Achilles tendon hiking, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't exercise. And then I come back and I have to start back work, and I'm on my feet all day long. And this has probably been the most stressful year in all my years of teaching that I've ever experienced. We're in a crowded school. I'm sharing a class or a office space with 8 other teachers, or 7 other teachers, including myself, 8. I'm on a cart moving kids around from room to room. It has been a nightmare. And so a lot of that is felt like everything was kind of conspiring against me. Now, I haven't been happy at my current school for quite some time. And this may be the camel, or the straw that broke the camel's back, as you'd say, to get me to leave and push me out of my comfort zone. But I started realizing, okay, why am I staying in this position? And why am I still doing the same repetitive things? I wanted to make changes, but I'm still doing those same dadgum things that are keeping me in the same place. And I feel like I was feeling shame because I couldn't get out of it. And so that's when I happened to turn on YouTube and find the holistic psychologist. And man, everything she started saying started resonating with me. And I was like, okay, I'm approaching this the wrong way. And so I ordered her book, How to Do the Work, and I realized I'm definitely approaching this the wrong way, because this is the weight I'm carrying is not about the food I'm eating or how I'm exercising. And I think I needed the universe to show me that and saying, hey, you need to sit down and you really need to deal with some of these things from your childhood that are affecting you as an adult. And I'm not saying this is not my family's fault. This is it. It is more of my interpretation of everything. And it could have been like, even when the trip, it was my interpretation. My mom wasn't having fun with me. I was expecting all laughs and giggles and things like that, and she just wasn't having fun. And so anyway, I felt like I needed to back up and kind of start from scratch. So the other thing that happened that really sent me out of control, it was probably the last thing that happened that really made me like, okay, something's wrong. So not only has the school year been stressful, then I got sick. And when I got sick, the house was out of control. It took me a couple weeks to recover. It was just a freaking cold. I mean, I've tested negative for flu. I tested negative for COVID. I tested negative for strep. It was just, I had probably the worst cold and sinus infection that I've had in years. And it really threw me for a loop. And so, but my house got out of control. And I realized that the systems that I have in place, they work for me, but they don't work for everybody. And so here's what this is the plan I have. So apparently there's been a lot of clutter creep. We went through a minimalistic journey about 5 or 6 years ago, but and everything was great, but slowly clutter has been creeping back in. So I'm going to tackle my home environment, my work environment, and my internal environment, all in the same way. So for the first part of the series, it's clutter free by 23. I am going to go, for my house, I'm going to go room by room and just clear out the clutter. So I'm taking one room at a time and clear out as much as I possibly can. And I'm also, for my sake, I'm going to do the same thing at my work environment. I will try to clear the clutter there. We're supposed to be moving into mobile units in January, so I may have to wait on that until I get moved into that, because it's kind of hard to be clutter free when you're all piled up in one room. But I will do that. And then as far as myself, I plan on focusing on being more conscious throughout the day. I'll do some of the exercises that she has in how to do the work. But I feel like your environment affects you emotionally. So I started feeling like that my environment is starting to get a little bit out of control. So that could be affecting me emotionally. But I'm also going to journal. I need to go back and figure out what it is from my childhood that is affecting me now. And so I feel like journaling and almost like reparenting myself, because it's okay. The past is the past, but I do need to go back and let my inner child know that everything's okay. So it may take some time. Don't know how long that's going to take. That may take longer than I do with a house. But the second phase, so we got to clean out the clutter. That's me, my house, my work environment. The next phase will be organization and putting systems into place. So I want to go room by room. I want to fix all the things that irritate me about that particular room. So for example, we've got little places that we haven't finished trim, like our pantry. It still doesn't have the baseboards around it when we redid all the baseboards in our house. I want to finish all that up. And everything, I want to have a place. So whatever is left in this house, it's going to have its place. I want to put a system, try to figure out a system of cleaning that works for my whole family. And then I'm going to put systems into place that will help benefit me as a person. It's little things at a time, figure out what works for me. But I got to handle this stuff up here first. And then the last part, when I went on my minimalist journey, I was just trying to get rid of stuff, but I cleared everything out and I felt like, okay, I can't have the pretty things. But I have learned something about myself, that I really enjoy home decor, but it's not extravagant. So I want, after we get everything organized and systems in place, then I want to go room by room and make it pretty. And I love changing things for the season, so I want to start trying to do that. And as far as myself goes, sorry, the air conditioner told you it's going to come on because it's hot as the dickens out here today. And as far as myself, I want to learn what is my style, how can I dress better, etc. So fix the appearance things on myself. After I've done all the internal work, then I'll work on the external. So be ready. Next week I am posting a video on me decluttering my laundry room, and it's working out perfectly because I have the most amount of time off during November and December, because I have the whole week of Thanksgiving break off, and I also have 2 weeks, almost 2.5 weeks off around Christmas. It's a great time to have to purge and just start really digging down deep and figuring out what it is I want, what I truly want, and finding the authentic me and not what I am supposed to be for everybody else. So I hope that makes sense, and I apologize for not posting for the last 4 months, but like I said, I've been going through some stuff. I'm actually glad I went through it, because I think it was an eye-opening experience and making me realize that a lot of this can't be fixed with just surface cleaning. So we're gonna have to dig deeper. All right, you guys have a great week, and if you're ready to clean out your laundry room next week, join me and we'll declutter as much as we can. All right, you guys have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.